Now is a simple way to trim your exterior of your window and make sure that all your gaps are filled. A lot of times what happens when you open windows, you have inconsistency with your brick. You have gaps, like take a look at the up top here. This is the way the window was constructed. Now what they had was they actually put concrete in here to fill this 3/4 of an inch to make a spacer in there. We don't need that. What we've done is we've foamed this, put some low expansion foam in here to make sure that that's totally sealed and waterproofed. Another important aspect of your window is cleaning the exterior. These windows are handled by the factory, by the installers, and a lot of times you get grease and fingerprints and smudges on the windows. It's very important to clean them. Here's the reason why. Number one, they look great, but secondly, you want to make sure that when you put your sealant on, your caulking, that you have a very clean surface so your caulking doesn't lift off and create a breach in your seal. So what we've done is I've taken a towel with lacquer thinner. It's great for vinyl. And what we've done is we've gone ahead and wiped all around the frame to make sure that this is clean, and especially where we're going to be caulking, right here on this edge. So to go back to our gap here, what do? Well, we've got here what's called flat trim. This is a great product. What we've done, now that we've gone ahead and sealed our window so it doesn't leak air or any liquid, we've got our flat trim with the self-adhesive on the back. We're going to go ahead, I've pre-cut this. You'll see how we simply fill a gap. I take this flat trim, I start on one side, I push the trim up to the top, and just like that, we've sealed that 1-inch gap up here. It's a beautiful finish. It's a great way to trim that and match your exterior. Now what we'll go ahead and do is go ahead and caulk in our window, because our gaps on the sides here are within a caulking tolerance, which means that it's not over 3/16 of an inch, and we can go ahead and fill that with caulking. We come over, I'll go ahead and show you the finished product. This window was just finished. We went ahead, and because we had some gaps here, because our brick is out of square, we used a piece of flat trim here, we used a piece at the top, and we used a piece here. As you notice the bottom, there was not a big enough gap that constituted us having to use a piece of flat trim. Now keep in mind, if you notice that this is the weep hole right here, you want to make sure that you don't cover those up. So if you use a piece of flat trim, you want to make sure to cut around that. But as you see, this is a beautifully finished window. It's sealed from all the elements, and we did it by doing what's simply called a jam extension, and it's all done by the flat trim that we used. Thanks very much. Hope this was helpful.